Today we're going to speak a little bit about the 60/60 HU annual budget. And we're going to specifically talk about how President Velez impacts your monthly fees. As you know, our fees have gone up year after year, but more specifically in 2017, the impact on the budget has been tremendous. And that's what we're going to talk about today. The 60/60 HU annual budget, how President Velez impacts your monthly fees. Here we have a chart that shows you the various components that affect what you pay or are directly related to what you pay in monthly fees. As the year started out, you were paying about $1,300 per month on average. That went to $1,800, and now it's going to be effective 4/1 retroactive to January. Your fees will be on average over $2,200 per month, and it's a direct cause or directly related to what President Velez has been doing since the beginning of 2017. The original budget for 2017 to cover the operational cost of the building is just a little over $2 million. Now, on top of that, there is a debt consolidation loan of $1.45 million, and this money was borrowed to reduce the amount of payables by the HU owner. That money came in and immediately went out to pay the largest creditors and the oldest creditors of the building. Now, what Velez did in January, she passed a new budget that did two things. She reallocated the past assessments of 2015 and 2016, and this put a new financial burden, which furthered the circular payment structure of $161,490 over to the HU side, which again, of course, gets passed to the unit owners. What's more disturbing is the fact that Velez, in her never-ending quest to change the condo documents, has elected to fund $650,000 to cover her legal cost or anticipated legal cost to fight the HU owner. And we all know she's lost 3 times before, and we'll see where this is going to go. But one place it is going, it's costing owners now. Don't forget, owners pay for both sides, so it'll be $650,000 on the association side and another $650,000 on the HU side. So you can start to see how Velez impacts your monthly fees, and it started with the Velez Board. They increased the association budget by 700%, which in effect tripled your monthly fees. All of this on top of the fact that owners have not been paying for almost 2 years now, and the payables from the owners have finally exceeded $6 million. The 60/60 HU budget and how Velez impacts your monthly fees are keyed by certain important elements here. Number one, the budget increase is 700%. If you look at the budget, very few expenses are really association expenses. Most of these are the Velez legal-related expenses. Velez reallocated, for some crazy reason, the past due legal assessments of $125,000 each in 2015 and 2016. She did this in an attempt to put pressure on the HU owner, but in effect, all she's doing is circling the payments, forcing the owners to pay on the HU side. All the time, Velez is telling owners not to pay. A couple of owners lost their foreclosure suit because they took the bad advice of Velez, who thinks the bankruptcy is going to change the condo docs and owners will not have to pay. Well, I can tell you for certain this is not going to happen. Now, there's a debt consolidation loan of roughly $1.45 million. It was given to the association to pay off its largest creditors at the time, but because the association has horrific credit status or ratings, nobody would give a loan. Well, we got this loan by pulling some strings, but it's at 18% interest. The good news, it's interest only, and it was designed to keep the payments as low as possible, and there are no late payment fees on the loan. And this we needed in order to not only get our building open and operational, because the HU owner had to borrow an additional $800,000 over and above the original $650,000 that was used to consolidate debt. The $800,000 was used from October to the present time to get our building open and operational. Believe it or not, we only have about 10 units paying. We have the income derived from those owners on the hotel rental program, but that revenue only pays a portion of the new HU maintenance fees, thanks to Velez and her increase in her budget, which made our budget go up 3 times. Very, very sad situation, and a situation that can be resolved very easily with just a little cooperation and common sense. At the end of the day, Velez is forcing the residential unit owners, RUO, to pay twice for legal. They pay the association side and they pay the condo side, or the HU side. Now, these are the reasons here that Velez impacts your monthly fees, but we can wipe the slate clean. But the only solution to this problem is to get rid of the Velez Board of Directors, and you need to do that immediately. In the last 6 months, more specifically the last 3 months, you have seen your condo fees rise from $1,300 a month on average to $1,800 and now to exceed $3,200 per month. People, our fees are out of control because Velez is out of control, and we need to stop the madness. We need to reverse all of what has happened in the last 3 months, and we need to get back to a reasonable monthly HU fees. We can do it if you vote Velez and her board of directors out of office.